Welcome and Happy New Year. This practice is all about setting the new year off to a good start by really being present, being aware of where we want to be, where we want to go, how we want to be right now, letting some things go, being aware of things we want to manifest or cultivate in life, and really setting ourselves up for some good, healthy habits, some good, healthy intentions for the new year. Okay, so if you want to get a journal or a piece of paper and a pen, please do so. Anytime during this really short practice, I want you to write anything down that comes up that you want to either let go of this year or manifest or cultivate. Okay, so get that prepared. And then we're going to come into a practice, a little bit of movement, a little bit of breath work, just to come into a nice space. And in closing, I'm going to read a little excerpt out of my book, Way of the Spiritual Yogi, the 6-step guidebook to find yourself, that I think sort of will help instill what this practice is all about and what it's doing for us, and help you maybe set an intention as well today to have more yoga in your life, whether that's seated meditation, movement meditation, breath work, whether it's something that's not necessarily yoga, like some sort of hobby that you know that brings you into the space of real peace and calm and joy and expansiveness, gets you out of your little self and into that expansive self, true self. So whatever that may be for you, whatever yoga is for you, okay, it doesn't have to be your traditional yoga. So if you're ready, let's begin. Begin to lengthen up through the crown of your head. So a little bit behind the center line, as if someone's pulling your hair up towards the sky, so lengthening up. And at the same time, I want you to melt down through your sits bones, those two bony prominences you're sitting on. Allow yourself to get heavy there in the seat, and lengthen up through the crown. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. And if you want to take a moment to lean your heart forward, press your heart open, press those sits bones out behind you for just a moment, get a nice arch in that lower back, really press those sits bones out behind you, then come to sit on them and find that length in the crown, find your weight in your seat, and then feel the opening in between the seat and the crown as the spine begins to lengthen and elongate. Those vertebrae begin to make space between each other, okay? Relax the shoulders, relax the face. You can soften your gaze, you can close your eyes, symbolic of turning your focus inward, really letting go of all the distractions that we've had, especially over this holiday break, maybe from, shopping, from planning, from decorating, from even maybe loneliness that the holiday season can bring. Let go of all that distraction, of all that you've had on your plate for over the holidays, whether it's a lot or whether it's very little, to the point of where you felt a little lonely. Okay, let's let go of all of that for the moment and really come into your body in this moment right now. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. And I want you to begin softening that lower belly with each inhale, really allowing the lungs to expand with air. With each exhale, press the abdominals in, just pressing that air out. It's nice and easy. Inhale, allow that belly to soften with the breath. And as you exhale, press that belly in, really expelling all that air out. Continue this. Inhale, relax. Exhale, contract. And all the while, I want you to lengthen up through the crown, melt down through those sits bones, relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax that space between the eyebrows, relax the jaw. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Now on the inhale, I want you to take your shoulders forward and then up towards the ears. Soften that belly, and then as you exhale, take the shoulders back and down. Contracting that belly. Inhale, soften. Inhale, the shoulders forward and up. And as you exhale, contract and take the shoulders back and down. This time, take the shoulders back and up as you inhale. Soften the belly. Exhale, take the shoulders forward and down as you contract and exhale. One more time. Inhale, soften the belly, take the shoulders back and up. Exhale, forward and down as you contract, press the air out. Now, inhale, soften the belly. Keep pressing the shoulders down towards the earth. Exhale, press that air out. Inhale, keep pressing those shoulders down. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, keep pressing those shoulders down. Exhale the air all the way out. Now I want you to make some torso circles here. So as you inhale, you're going to come forward, opening the heart, and then around to the side. Exhale, round the back. You can hold on to your knees here. And then inhale forward, opening the heart, softening that belly. Exhale, round the back, come through your torso circle, chin towards the chest, contract the belly in. Inhale, soften that belly, reach the heart forward, looking up towards the sky. And then exhale, chin towards the chest, round the back, press the air out. Good. Inhaling forward, opening the heart. Exhaling back, rounding. Inhaling forward, opening the heart. Exhale, round. And then pause and move in the opposite direction. So inhaling the heart forward, pressing those sits bones out behind you. And then exhale, round, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, open the heart. And then exhale, round. And then nice and slow, I want your torso circles to get a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Inhaling on the way forward, exhaling on the way back, until you get to a place where you are sitting almost straight up, but you feel that torso slightly winding around the spine, okay? So get to a point where the spine is still, but you're moving your torso around your spine, okay? And then nice and slow, come to stillness. Lengthen up through the crown, melt down through your sits bones, relax your face, relax your shoulders, turning that focus inward. And now I want you to allow this to come up naturally for you. So the first thing I want you to think about is what you want to let go of this year. What do you want to let go of this year? What is no longer serving you in life that you want to let go of? If you want to write that down, you can, or if you want to just allow it to come up and you can write it down later, that's fine too. It could be one thing, it could be multiple things. And then I want you to take your arms out to the sides and up, inhaling up. And as you exhale, hands down through prayer, I want you to imagine you're exhaling whatever you want to let go of, you're exhaling it down into the earth below you as you pull your hands into prayer. Okay? So you're burying that thing that you want to let go of in life. You're burying it in the ground, allowing the earth to hold it there, nice and safe, allowing it to let go of. And then take the hands, palms facing up on the knees in a receiving gesture. Now I want you to think about what you want to cultivate this year. It could be something you've been trying to cultivate. It could be something new. Something you want to cultivate that you know will bring meaning, satisfaction, purpose, fulfillment to your life. Something that you know deep down in your soul is wanting to be cultivated. And then I want you to inhale those arms up overhead. And as you come down into prayer, as you exhale, I want you to draw that, whatever it is that you want to cultivate, or several things, I want you to bring it down into your heart center and allow it to remain here in your heart center, whatever it is that you want to cultivate this year. And then again, I want you to take your hands, palms facing up on the knees in a receiving gesture. And now I want to set an intention for this practice, to allow us to move into a state of peace and of trust. To allow us even to go beyond needing to let go of anything, needing to cultivate anything, moving even beyond that into a state of trust, that when we come into these practices and we get quiet, we get peaceful, we notice that we get really clear, we come into a state that we are actually becoming more in tune with our higher selves. We are accessing God, and we are more open to whatever it is that is meant for us to experience and to cultivate in this lifetime. So this time I want you to inhale the arms out to your sides and up. And this time, I want you to take the arms back, down, and out as you exhale. And I want you to imagine this state of trust surrounding your entire body, your entire being. And as you take those arms down, I want you to imagine that you are emanating this state of trust out into the world, out into the universe, out beyond the universe, the universes, the multiple universes, multiple dimensions. Now take the hands in prayer position. Lengthen up through the crown, melt down through those sits bones, relax the shoulders, relax the face. Notice your heart center nice and open. Notice that sense of emanating peace emanating trust from your entire being out into the world. This is that state that I want us to come back to with this practice, however many times you need. This is the state that I want us to move out of this practice and continue to feel as we move about the world, as we move about our lives. Take this state of trust with you and allow anything to automatically happen in terms of what you need to let go of, what you would love to cultivate, what speaks to your soul, what soothes your soul, what brings purpose, fulfillment, meaning, satisfaction, contentment, joy to your soul. In this state of trust, we give up the need to try to make things happen. We give up the need to try to control, and we allow this state of peace and grace and trust, the state of being connected to our higher selves, to being connected with God, to allow it to happen naturally, to allow it to happen easily. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this practice. The light in me is the light in you. We're all connected. I want you to take the next few moments, if you want to stay in seated position or if you would like to lay down in a more comfortable position. I just want to share this passage from my book, Way of the Spiritual Yogi. This particular few paragraphs is titled A Taste of the True Self. And this is talking about back in my 20s when I really started delving into this practice. After the divorce, I had a lot more time to dedicate to my practice, and it was there in my private yoga room over the next several years in which a transformation really took place. I began to uncover something much more important than a relationship with another. Something I had unknowingly been looking for ever since the childhood drama began. Like most seekers on this path, I had no idea what this even meant until I felt the sublime contentment radiating from my very own soul. It wasn't constant, but it was now accessible. The realization that this practice brought me to it more and more was all I needed to continue. It would be years later when I learned that what I was experiencing was my own true self. It took a lot of letting go to uncover this self. As a matter of fact, I spent the first 2 years sobbing through my yoga practice. I would find myself in particular poses that brought up a wellspring of emotion, anger, sadness, frustration, irritation, and feelings of that achingly painful loneliness I had felt as a child. I had no idea what was going on, but as I remained in certain poses and kept breathing, it was as if I was facing these emotions head on. I realized that the sobbing would eventually stop, and I would find myself surrounded by the most exquisite peacefulness that made it all worthwhile. I continued like this night after night, releasing emotional energy that felt as old as I was. I was releasing all those pent-up emotions from childhood, emotions that I never could completely express or work through in any sort of intellectual manner before now. But it felt good. I felt good. I felt alive. As the years went by, I felt more and more settled with myself, comfortable with who I was. I felt connected to a part of myself that was as old or older as this ancient practice that I had turned to. I began to feel such a deep connection to myself, my true self, that I trusted that I would never again sell myself short of what I knew could be possible for my life's existence. Yoga was working miracles in me. I would do whatever it took to keep up with the practice, and the freedom from that deep, aching loneliness, coupled with the sublime contentment of the true self, was all the motivation I needed. Remember to find what yoga is for you and keep up with your practice. Namaste.